You thought about leaving the US and you thought about starting over somewhere like here in Northern Thailand, but you haven't done it, and it's not because you can't, it's because of a handful of fears that sound logical, but they're not, and they're keeping you stuck. So let's go through them. Number one, what if I regret it? What if you leave and you're wrong? You don't like it? What if you can't adapt? Let me ask you something. Do you like your life right now? Because you've already adapted to that, right? You've adapted to stress, you've adapted to tension, you've adapted to high prices, you've adapted to relationships that don't work. And if you hate it, I promise that those things will be waiting for you. You can always come back. You can come back to anxiety, you can come back to misaligned relationships, you can come back to a cost of living that's 3 to 5 times higher. That option is always going to be there for you. But if you never leave, well, then you're never going to know. Number two, who am I without my life here? Who are you without your job, without your social network, without your routine? I'll tell you who you are. You're someone that had the courage to walk away from something that wasn't enough. That's who you are. Just because something is familiar doesn't mean it's healthy or good. Number three, what will people think? You mean your friends? You mean the same guys living with women that make their lives miserable every day? Or do you mean your family? Well, if your family really cares about you, they'll want you to be happy. Or do you mean society? Do you mean the same society that glorifies feminism, strips men of their role, their purpose, and their authority? That society? Why would you care what a system like that thinks? Number four, what if I get used? This is the funniest one to me because you're already being used. Divorce, half your money gone, relationships where you give everything and get no respect or appreciation back. That's normal in the West. That's the system. You've been living in a system where you provide everything and get very little in return. That's the scam. Number five, what about the unknowns? Language, healthcare, visas, daily life, yeah, those are real. But they're solvable. Healthcare is way cheaper here. Logistics, that's just learning a new system. And the language, you don't need to be fluent. What you do need is a woman that speaks English. You need the right woman, a woman that can become your advocate, who helps you navigate everything. Number six, what if I end up alone? Well, you're already alone. You've been alone in relationships. You've been alone in your home. And now you're afraid of being alone? That doesn't make any sense. If you stay, loneliness is almost guaranteed. If you leave, you have a real chance. Number seven, comfort. This is a real one. My life isn't great here, but it's easy. The same grocery store, the same language, the same routine. All right, I have to ask again, how's that working for you? If you don't want more, then you need to stop complaining and just accept it. Accept the anxiety, accept the lack of respect, accept that this is your life. But if you know you want more, then staying comfortable is what's keeping you stuck. Growth doesn't happen unless you leave your comfort zone. Number eight, I don't know where to start. There's too many options, there's too many opinions, and that's why most men do nothing. They sit there thinking instead of doing. You don't need every answer. You need to take action. But if you want every answer from someone who's already done it and made the mistakes, you can take the action of reaching out to me. Number nine, it's too late. You think you're too old. Then what's the plan? To stay where you are and slowly fade out? Because here's the reality. In a place like Northern Thailand, age is not a disadvantage. Stability, leadership, experience, those are valued, especially by genuine, sincere women that want to build a peaceful life. You're not too old. You're in the wrong location. Number 10, I have too many ties. Kids, parents, responsibilities. Some of those are very real, and I'm not going to tell you to abandon people that depend on you. But don't confuse responsibility with fear, because those are not the same thing. Be man enough to admit that you're making excuses. This comes down to one question. What happens if you stay? Because that outcome is predictable. You already know it. You've lived it. Maybe you're living it. This is why you're watching this video. If you leave, there's uncertainty, but there's also opportunity. There's a chance at a different life, a peaceful one. If you're serious about that, I can help you to reduce all the risks and answer all the questions. We can help you find a sincere, genuine woman that can be your advocate and build a peaceful life. visit us at happilyeverafterthailand.com. Take your first step there.